In this class we are going to discuss about the measurement of length. In measurement of length we can measure the object's length in two ways, that is, one is direct method and another one is indirect method. In direct method, if the endpoints, or for example if you consider this pen, this is one end and this is another end, these two ends are reachable, we are able to reach the two ends. So if the two ends are reachable, then we can measure or we can consider the direct method. And if only one end point is reachable and another end point is somewhere else or which is far away from us, then we have to go for indirect method. If two endpoints are reachable to us, we can go for direct method. If one point is reachable and another one is not reachable to us, then we have to go for indirect method. So first let us consider the direct method. In direct method, in this direct method, we can measure the length of an object. The object's length can be measured. If the object is 1 meter, then we are able to measure the length of the objects with the help of a meter scale. And if the length of the objects are very small, less than that, then we can measure the length by using the measurement which is less than 1 meter. See, here I am having a 30 centimeter scale. So by using this scale I can measure the length up to 30 centimeters. So 30 centimeter is the maximum length here, and the minimum length in the scale is, so if you observe the scale properly, so here 1 centimeter and middle will have some lines here. The lines is nothing but mm, 1 mm. So 1 centimeter is equal to 10 mm here. Each line, the distance between each small lines is 1 mm. So by using a 30 centimeter scale or a meter scale, the maximum value we can measure for 30 centimeter scale is 30 centimeters, and for 1 meter scale the maximum length we can measure is 1 meter. But by using a 1 meter scale or a meter scale, the least count of the meter scale is 1 mm. So up to 1 mm we are able to measure the least count by using a meter scale. So if I want to measure the distance or less than that 1 mm, less than 1 mm, if I want to measure, I have to go for vernier calipers. So by using these vernier calipers, we can measure the least count of the vernier calipers is 0.1 mm. So by using these vernier calipers, we can measure the length up to 0.1 millimeter. And if I want to measure the length less than the 0.1 mm, then I have to go for a screw gauge. So we all know that the screw gauge will have a screw. The screw will turn. So by turning the screw, if the screw made one rotation, then if the screw is making one rotation, the distance will be moved some like this. Some distance will be moved by the this one. So the distance moved by this is called as pitch. So the distance moved by the screw is called as pitch. That means if one rotation completes, then one pitch, the distance moved by the screw is called as one pitch. And here that is equal to how much the minimum value it can able to measure is 0.01 mm. So this is the least count of the screw gauge. By using a meter scale, the least count is 1 mm, and by using vernier calipers, the least count is 0.1 mm, and by using a screw gauge the least count is 0.01 mm. And here similar to the screw gauge we are having a micrometer. This is also having the same measurement as screw gauge, and spirometer. This is also having the same measurement as screw gauge, 0.01 mm. And here if I take an object, for example you consider this pen length by measuring with a 30 centimeter scale or a meter scale is 16 centimeter. So by using a meter scale we can measure the accuracy of least count up to 16 centimeter. And coming to the vernier calipers, we can go further. That means we can measure up to 16.1 centimeter. Like that we are able to measure by using a vernier calipers. And by using screw gauge or micrometer or spirometer, we can get a value up to 16.12 centimeter. So this is the least count measured by the different instruments: metal scale, vernier calipers and screw gauge. These all instruments are used to measure the direct method. For direct method we use all these instruments, and in next class we are going to discuss about the indirect method. So when this indirect method is possible, if one end is reachable and if the second end is not reachable, means is unable to reach, then we use this indirect method. For example, to find the height of a hill, one end will be at ground and the other end is the peak, the top of the hill. So that is that we may not go there. So like that. And in the same way, the depth of a sea, with one point on the surface of the sea we may be that is 1 point, and a depth, the least, the under of the sea is the second point, so we may not go there. So to measure the distance of the or depth of the sea we use indirect method. And in the same way, the distance from a planet to planet or from planet to star, so these all comes under the indirect methods. Or the distance of an aeroplane which is flying in air, these all comes under the indirect methods that we are going to see in next class.